So I'm here outside of Vancouver, my home. Here, what I'm going to tell you something what I experience and that I show in a dolphin show in Vancouver. And the dolphins, uh, it's more than me that it's a fun. It's good to see how they are jumping in the water, how far they can jump up in the water, and it's it's very nice to see. It's a small dolphin show, but if you think deeper into that, there are thousands of people, maybe at least several hundreds, watching that. I was also a participant in that show, and they are the I bought tickets, and then I was participating with others. They may have sold hundreds of tickets. That is a big money for the aquarium. And then when I was watching that dolphin, there was a person, there was a lady, and she had some small fish by the side of her, and that's the one which was handling these dolphins or manipulating. It's really, we will still manipulating, because that's not what the dolphin want. The dolphin doesn't want to jump like that, and they don't want to perform various activities in the water. What the dolphin wants is to get some meal. And also the dolphins are very much sensitive to touching, sensual touching. So when that trainer touch the head, touch the neck, and they like that, to get that emotional touch. And for feeds, they perform. Unless they perform their actions to give funds to people, they don't give anything of that. So that is the reward. That is positive reward conditioning in technical sense, in psychology. So the trainer may have done it for months or years with the same dolphin to perform that sort of very excited way by the dolphin. So that is, they were just swimming around in the sea, and but this for the performance, this fellow has the trainer found what this fellow like. Trainer found this fellow like feeds, this fellow like touch, sensor satisfaction, taste, sensor satisfaction of touch, and appealing, loud sounds, they all clap and like that. So various sensual things emotionally give some high into the dolphin, and to perform that, dolphin got has to do some performance. So that is called positive reward conditioning. The dolphin is conditioned to perform, but the reward is some meal. So that is found by Pavlov long ago, and somebody can get into action by simultaneously giving two things. That person doesn't like to act like that and jump like that, but the person like eating and touching. Then they combine both, and then that person that the person or the animal has to do that works to get it. So what the Pavlov did is, the bell rang and the meal came up for the dog, and when the bell rang, meal came up. Those two combined, and that's the way he did the experiment of conditioning. So this is a very powerful way for somebody to learn, train. So this is very powerful because people are driven by emotions. Animals are driven by emotions. The million years ago, man, Neanderthal man, or even before that, the same genes are still with us. Our emotions are same. We are driven by same way like animals. So we are driven by same way like animals. We can condition. We can condition in the same way with emotions to get something else to be done. So what is the something else? To perform some dangerous acts by the dolphin. They like. It's painful to them, but they do, because that is the one that wants. The final, what's the aquarium want is to earn a profit. They don't want a dolphin show or anything else. If you go by their financial statement, it says from the dolphin show, we earn this much, we spend this much, we earn this much, so our profit is this much. So that's the final game. So finally, what's at the most far end is profit. The closest end is that we satisfy with the emotions, and the dolphin has to perform those actions to eat. So that is by conditioning. So this same thing, and now it is doing by Facebook, Google, and these various social medias, and also Instagram, YouTube. They all. How can they do? They cannot. They use about thousands of engineers to perform these things, and also they use tons of weight computers, interconnected, interlinked, networked computers to do with you. So when you are watching a YouTube channel or something, or when you are watching the Facebook news feed, what they do is they create a model of you and match it with, and they refine that model. They have a lot of models, and they refine that model and see what is most attention you paid for that. So that is, we want to have a model of you which is called attention extraction model. This attention extraction model, they have some technical terms, but you can understand. Some attention extraction model is that what you are most attentive, what you are most like. They use psychology for that. What is the psychology? They use the people from, I said that we descend from the earliest man, Neanderthal, or even before. And then what we like, the psychology is the same as them. So what we want is, we want to see attachment. Like the dolphin like to see attachment with the trainer. We like to see attachment. We like to see they like us. So dolphin, once he do perform actions, the dolphin can sense that they like us. People clap, so they like. So people want attention. People want the connection. The people want like people, and the people want acceptance. Somebody, if you have a post in news feed and somebody say like or comment, then you are attended. You like, that is, then you like to stay with that person. You like to stay with that news feed for longer time. So longer time. So that's what is the model. They create a model what you most like. What you like, what I like, or what somebody else like are all different. So Facebook, Google and YouTube has models match for those three different types, for you, for me, for others, for different types. They have those models. So this is attention extraction models are daily changing, and the artificial intelligence robots are given a task to grow and fine-tune and find the exact model that you are, and then they record it and keep it and test it whether this model is matching. Sometimes they match and find 30%, then they go for another model, refine the model, and then they match with the other one, and they if you is 60, or they go towards that and refine that particular model further and see whether you are matching into about 90%. So these all done by not humans. When they find everything, they YouTube or somewhere, they send you, this video is also recommended for you. Who is doing that? That is this artificial robot is given. This is not a human, it's not an engineer. It's a recommendation is sent by that artificial intelligence algorithm. It's called those technical terms, but find the contents and think of it. The algorithm is that these computers are given a task to find the model matching for you and keep you attached to that. So they monitor how long you are attached to that, how long you are there with the news feed, and how long you are going to, what are the times that you like to stay there. And then they have each models, and they match not only you but also some others. Then they group they group people which is similar to that model, almost similar to that model, very close to similar to that model. And then what they do is that the artificial intelligent man is sending those your post to those like-minded people and test whether they respond. It is successful if you respond. If somebody responds to you, then they are successful with that model. So that attention extraction model is worth for them. So I was doing some psychology, introduction psychology, only 6 credit hours in a university, and that's enough for me to understand what is going on. That's why, otherwise if somebody doesn't have much of a knowledge on psychology, it is difficult to understand. But if you go through some YouTube, these what I am telling, conditioning, positive reward, and various training, learning, and small knowledge. If you have, you can find what is that, because that is very important. That's what the Facebook is, and you this Google and this Instagram all are doing for some purpose. So I was participating in this is testing by psychologists, and when I was telling about that my course is one is to I have to attend to their research, so I attend to a research, and then they show me various pictures, and they ask me to match the colors or something. I cannot understand what's the colors. Anyway, it is programmed in the computer. When I have to see what is it. So I went through various pictures, and some gave me nothing much. I then passed through, and then I went to other one. They asked me to go through maximum number of pictures, and then some are very emotional. Some are very painful to me to see somebody's pain, some animal's pain. And some are very funny things that they create me some emotionally happy. Some are creating me angry. Some are disgusting. Various emotions created on me while I was going through those pictures, and finally they didn't tell anything. When I was reading the book, I found what they have done. They wanted to know which sort of emotions that I pay more attention. What is my category of emotions that I like? And there were some other participants, and they put it in computers and do some statistics and find what's the percentage of numbers are like me. What's the percentage of numbers are like anger? What the percentage of numbers are upset with violence? What's the percentage of numbers love some sort of emotions or something? So that is what it is for them to find. But the problem here is the Facebook and YouTube and all those people, they design programs using their this attention, these models using their computers. Attention extraction models are done using computers. Using computers, networks, tons of net are there depending on their participants. So daily they may be adding another ton of computer, because more and more people are joining to Facebook, more and more people are joining to Google, Gmail, more and more people are joining to YouTube, so that they want to expand their computer networks today. So like I was starting with this with the aquarium thing, it's with the purpose. So now these conditioning, this positive rewarding, and then by that way person can motivate, teach person learning, and then motivate to do the same function to get the maximum emotion that they like. So by that way they do the same action so say that you like once coffee, fruit juices, various different drinks, different type of things, and these by conditioning, somebody can condition you to get only to coffee. So say the result may be you was taking 1 coffee per day, then now you have to take 6 to 8 of coffees per day, and that coffee also you need that particular taste, or the other taste you don't satisfy. So that particular taste is available only in some other restaurant, one restaurant chain. So what I'm telling here is, like in the aquarium, the final finally what they want is the profit. And finally what they want is the profit. When you are taking one coffee, but now you are taking 6 to 8 coffees, now they are increase the profit or income from you 6 times. So that's what they want. When they get the Facebook find a model matching to you, and they refine that this model, then you engage more and more. How they are doing? It's that computer designed to send your link, your newsfeed to others, those who are like-minded. They have those data. You may know 100, they know 1,000. So they send it to thousands of people, your newsfeed, and find who respond to that, and inform you this much of people like you. So it's like that. So they find your personality type. So if you show your face too much with some decorations or some, I don't know what to call, some facials or something, especially women, ladies are doing that, or girls are doing that, and the various figures, and to let the people to comment on that. Very beautiful, your ear is very beautiful, your eyes are very beautiful. So they like those comments. So those people are extroverted people. They want others to suggest about you. Many people like that, majority. And there are some people, they don't care about what others are telling. What they want, how pure you are, how harmless you are, how kind you are, how grateful you are, how you want to give something to somebody else, something like that. Those are inverted people. So Facebook match them. So for the inverted people, they have different type of news feeds sent to you, and keep you engaged with your inverted feeling. And when they find you are extroverted, they are very jealous, and they keep you in that way, keep you deep and deeper into that. It's like a well. You are going into a well, they put you into a well and put you deeper and deeper into that. That is, you are polarized. That is the other one. They polarize you and get you into that pole and cut off from others. That's in the well now. When the fog in the well, they don't know anything. If somebody on the outside the well tells something, fog won't believe. Fog know only about that one. So in the same way, if somebody tells something different, you get angry because they are lying. You don't think the facts behind them. So in that way, the people are manipulated. The final goal is the Facebook is going to share those Google, YouTube, they share those things with the person who want the profit out of you by advertisements. So some advertisements are there designed which hit to get the maximum efficiency. That is, if the advertiser can hit thousands of people, and then if they get at least 20% response, that's a very, very good game. So the Facebook and these have models, that is attention extraction models, and they know which attention extraction model group is best fit for that advertisement, and how to refine that advertisement also to fit those people to get particular emotions, particular colors they like, particular figures they like, and then they use that and take you. Then the final one is take profit out of you. They want to get the profit out of you. So it's very difficult to get away from that. I cannot get away, maybe. So it is what they also know. We as humans, more than we are we have animal nature. We get our emotions. We are driven by our emotions. So to get away, you need effort. You need effort. It's like climbing ladder. So the many people are at the lowest step. Very few people, 1 in 100,000 are at the upper steps. So it's very difficult. Facebook know, all know, advertisers know where you are, what the percentage. They can guess this much of percentage are fools, this much of percentage are attached to this emotion, this much of models are there, attention extraction models are there to this one. So it is a weakness really. If you can strengthen your mind, you can go up top of the ladder and get nothing, no one can manipulate. So that is very difficult, but the world is like this. So this is one thing. This manipulation is for selling products, selling services, and these attention extraction models are used to some politicians are using to get their motives, to get it something, and they pay their companies, those who have those models, and they match that and send the news feeds for the particular people. That is accepted by Donald Trump. That is accepted by Canadian Prime Minister. That's accepted by different people. Yes, they have spent dollars, billions of dollars, maybe millions or billions of dollars, and give the contract to these companies to find these models, attention model created, found by the Google or these people's algorithmic computers, and then they match them and deceive you. The other one is you don't know what is true, what is false. When it is false, it is 6 times powerful than the true one. So even the danger is this computer cannot detect what is true and what is false. What they know is how long you your attention extracted with that particular news feed. They know that. So then they modify and pass that to you, because they want what is more attached, what is more attention you paid, how long your attention paid on particular news feed, whether it is false or true. You don't know the facts. Earlier time you will read in a magazine, you are reading the editor's note, and you have multiple ways of getting the thing. Now the Facebook and this created to polarize you. You are in a false veil. You don't know. So just look at your news feeds, your home page, and somebody else's home page, entirely different, depending on their personality types. So depending on the Facebook recognize your model, attention extraction model, you are getting different type of news feeds. Their recommendations are different. So what you have to do is don't stay like, just stay and don't recommend what they recommend. Don't recommend, go through that, because by that way they are going to fine tune and find the real model with you and manipulate that for profits. Political gain can be a political propaganda profit, social marketing profit, some other marketing to get manipulate you for them to get their own benefits. For product also is a profit, for politicians it is for their own benefits. When they spend billions, they have to take that billions also, not to serve you. So this is what is happening. This is what happening in USA. This is what happening in Hong Kong. This is what happening in Middle East countries. All disturbed now. That is the Facebook. Thank you very much.